Hey everyone, we got ABR against Dice here for Smogon Premier League Week 2. It is a black and white OU game. ABR is not known for this metagame at all, but he does have some experience in it. He played Smogon Tour with it, for example. He has respectable results in at least, and he wanted to slot in there, play Dice this week, and also move Obi and Leru up a generations where they're a bit more competent, as they both lost last week, and he lost last time, so a bit of a switch up. And he used this. So getting into the teams, it looks like ABR has a good team for the opponent. He's got Sunstall. Interestingly enough, there's a Gliss score. Usually you see a Gothitelle there. I think his team matchup against generic Sand is completely and utterly awful. And I think this is a really, really, really risky, cheesy pick. But I think against a team like Dice's, it's phenomenal. So I think he's probably going to win this game. Dice is gonna have to play out of his mind with Excadrill, probably. I mean, assuming if it's a Mold Breaker, Stealth Rock Drill, he might have a shot in the long haul. But yeah, no, I can't believe there's no Gothitelle on this team. I feel like just standard Sand stuff kind of rolls over this, especially with like Rotom W plus Trick Latias. But hey, I mean, to each their own. It definitely looks like it's gonna be favorable here. Tornadus is going to come on in here as the chance he wakes up and just click Stealth Rock. So that's a setback for Dice there for sure. Not going to be able to get much out of this. I imagine we just see U-turn out, probably the Tentacruel. Just a spin, maybe. It could be the Ferrothorn as well. I mean, just looking at Dice's team, there's no longevity really. I would never bring this type of team versus Adam personally. Adam being ABR, sorry. Just because he tends to prefer more of a bulkier setup, and I feel like Rain Volk is a really good anti-offensive measure. Although, actually, he doesn't really have a dedicated Scarf for Scarf Polytoad, so not even that. At least I think it is. Maybe it's Scarf Drill. I don't know, but I can't say I really am a huge fan of this team choice from Dice. It's not a bad team, but I don't think I would bring this versus the opponent. I think against Adam, pixels on this chance are kind of acting weird. I don't know if you guys are noticing that too. I am. But anyway, I think against Adam, I'd probably use a more dedicated, bulkier Sand. Anyway, going Ninetales on a U-turn is probably a bit of a riskier proposition for ABR, but I don't think there was any chance that Dice was ultimately going to collect the special move. Is this going to reveal to be Scarf Polytoad? It looks like it's not leftovers. Oh, it is leftovers. Wait. So it's definitely Scarf Drill then. Yeah, that's really bad for the Dice side then, because there's no way, unless it's Scarf Rocks, Excadrill, there's no way Rocks are getting up. I mean, I guess this Polytoad in itself is a bit irksome for the ABR side, although if he goes Zapdos on a Toxic at some point, that's huge. But man, I can't agree with either of these team choices, honestly. I mean, ABR's in premise I would have been fine with, but there's no Goth, so like it just looks really whack. And Dice's team, it's a fine team. I just wouldn't bring it against ABR. But I mean, anyway, it looks like ABR is gonna probably win this game. Ferrothorn coming in here on a likely Seismic Toss, taking 28%. And the thing is, like, now what? The Zapdos just comes on in and dicks it. I guess it gets a knockoff on the Zapdos, but that's gonna just chip it down to like 60-ish. It's going to double the Tentacruel. Okay, that's a good play from Dice. Like, Dice can play fantastically this game and maybe make a little progress. I don't think it's going to be enough, ultimately. I'd always spin here, but I think Scald is a fine play. Just because Rocks are inevitably going to get up again anyway. Man, this game just kind of... I was all excited for this game. And now it's not really a game. Oh, well. I mean, this is kind of my issue. Anyway, I guess people are going to probably try and use this team in the future, ABR's team, and I think that they're going to end up not very successful with this if they try and use it with a larger sample size. I mean, there really needs to be a Goth or even a Wobbuffet on this team of some sort. It just feels so weird. Like, this team, maybe if it's Wish Chansey, then it's okay, but like Fortress just doesn't have the longevity to last against the Sand teams that it needs to. Volcarona comes on here on a Wisp. That's a nice play there from Dice. To be honest, this Volk is actually a threat. If it's Roost for some reason, that would be humongous. And if it's If it's not Toxic Chansey, then actually, wow, oh shit. If it's not Toxic Chansey, I think Dice actually wins this game. But if it's Toxic Chansey, then this is going to be rough. I'm hoping this is Fire Blast, because all folks should run Fire Blast, even in Rain, in my opinion. Alternatively, if it's Lumberry or if it's Chesto Rest, it also wins. We're going to see equivalence here. So this is a huge sequence right here. We're going to just see it all come out here. Quite frankly, with the chance of being chipped down to 77, this actually could be really good for the Dice. Maybe this team wasn't as bad after all. I mean, in practice. I don't know. Rainfolk just seems like a really risky option to bring for someone like ABR. I feel like opposing Tentacle Rain with like Thunderous was like a decently likely prospect, and then like Heatran Sand was also one, and I feel like both of those matchups just aren't the greatest for this. Anyway, he's gonna switch out, seeing the Toxic. All right, so that's a smart play. I think he's gonna try and hit this Chansey a bit more. That was a nice nice turn to be cautious there for Dice, in my opinion. The thing is that Dice needs to keep this Chansey around like 70-ish%. Are we gonna see a knock here? Yeah, all right, that's a good play. I would go Torn here. Would I go Torn here? The thing is, if this might be Heat Wave on Xatu, but like, fuck, this is hard for Dice because he needs to continuously pressure the chance. If this is Rocks on Drill, that's nice, but I don't think it is. Is he going Politoed on the Nightshade? Okay, that's good then. Yeah, no, that's good. So it's not Heat Wave. So that alleviates a lot of pressure. I would say on the Ferrothorn, because if you like really need a double knock just to like prevent, even go back to Ferro on a U-turn just to continuously pressure the Chansey, then that's fine. I would Toxic here personally, but I think Scald is more likely. He goes for Hypnosis and he misses. That's unfortunate. Because every single percent of health on this Chansey matters a ton. And yeah, it's just going to soft up. Yeah, see, that's bad for the Dice. So that's really bad. Because now is he even going to be able to strip this again? Is this going to be Toxic Spikes? If it is, I guess that hits 2 Pokemon. And also, the Fortress is not going to be able to spin a ton. Tentacruel actually matches up pretty well here, I must say. I think Toxic is probably better in this matchup, actually. That's a pretty... Okay, it's Toxic, and it's going to be a Seismic Toss, but that does a mere 27%. And that's going to only do a net of 15%, or is the Toxic going to start to chip down? I would personally double Toxic here, always, yeah. But... You see, like, the thing is, there's no real safe Toxic Scald switching on his team aside from this Chansey. So I would Toxic again because the Scald chip on Chansey is going to only be marginal damage, like it's like 10% probably. And it's going to be taking enough from Toxic where it's eventually going to be switched out. And like the Seismic Toss will only do such a little net. But Scald and Toxic are both fine here. It wouldn't protect this turn, that's for sure. The longevity of this Tentacruel is going to play an enormous... Actually, wait, with Spin Drill, this is probably sub... Oh, it's revealed Spin already. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, this could be the sub Toxic Protect Scald variant once more. Yeah, but no, it's not that. It revealed Spin. So Drill is almost definitely Scarf. It's just if it's Scarf Rocks, Filler, or not. ABR's timing is down to 90. See, this is a game where the more crafty, methodical of the two players is going to probably be advantage. And this Smart Scald there on just a Rocks. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Because now that's going to probably bait the Spin. But if I'm Dice here, I Toxic. And he Scalds. All right, that's fair too. On a soft. And that's actually fine. I would Toxic here, though, for real. I don't think you need to read off. I think you're Toxic here. Did he Toxic? Did he Toxic? Did he Toxic? Toxic? Yes. Great play there. Now, ABR does get one thing off here that is of importance, and that would be a Will-O-Wisp on pretty much anything, as there's no way in hell Volcarona is going to come in here. It's likely going to be the Politoed, thus putting it on a timer as well. However, if you're Dice, you could just kind of, quote-unquote, bin the Tornadus to that Wisp. You do not let the Tentacruel take the Wisp, so yeah, Protect is always play there. I would go Torn here, but I can see him going Politoed as well. Anything beyond those two is bad, though. I mean, if you really want to be a piece of shit, You go to Ferrothorn on the Wisp because it's like the most expandable member, but that's just so risky. No, what are we doing? That was such a bad play. No. I really disagree with this. Oh my goodness, that burn is going to be of such huge burden to that Tentacruel. No. I guess he's trying to get the game where he gets permanent rain up, but like, what cost? You don't even really need rain up in this game because Volcarona is the win condition. I really disagree with that. I think that letting the Tornadus take the burn and just kind of throwing it out would be fine. Bad play there. That Tentacruel's longevity was of the utmost importance. The dice side, that was a bad play. I'm annoyed at that. And now this is kind of an awkward spot for the dice side as well. Like now he just knocks off again, or goes Tentacruel. Sure, but like look, it's at 69 here, and it's gonna recover up to 81, but then it's gonna take the burn down to 69, so it's not recovering anymore. See, like this game is pretty much over in my eyes now. You really can't let Tentacruel take the burn there. And Scald, no burn. And it doesn't matter though, because this Chansey just lives forever now, pretty much. And it gets rocks up. Like I just really, why are we going Ninetales here? I guess predicting the Toxic, but at what cost? Like, sure, you're cutting off the Tentacruel's longevity, but you're also cutting off your own longevity. I feel like just sticking with Chansey there was fine. I think that both these guys are making some kind of unnecessary plays. Anyway, we're going to get the spin there, and Chansey's just going to set up rocks. Plateau's going to set up rain. And, I mean, look, this is just a net negative sequence over and over again on the dice side. ABR pretty much has this unlocked. Okay, here we see Drill. It does reveal to be Mold Breaker. If this clicks Stealth Rock, that would be cool. It clicks Rapid Spin. Alright, so that's neat. Are we going to see Volk here? No, Torn. Alright, that's a fine play. And Spikes are just going to be laid, which aren't as bad as Rocks for dice, but are still of some are a bit problematic. Sorry. Do we just Hurricane here? Yeah, I don't know why Crest was the play and not Chances at 98. Yeah, no, that was a stupid play. You just always go Chances there. It's safe. And what's he gonna do to punish U-turn? Get Tentacruel in and spin? Oh no. Yeah, now we're gonna see 26. Confusion. Wait. Oh, soft wild. I think that you have to fish here. Yep. 27. Confusion. Full. Okay, get another. One. No, and he soft wild. Yeah. Okay. And now we go to Ferrothorn, retreats to Ferrothorn. Yeah, it's a smart play. Yep. Okay, so now Chansey is pretty much forced to switch out by knockoff. Wait, Ninetales on the knock? Oh, he didn't knock off. Come on. See, I just feel like these plays, like, there are ways to make progress, and these guys just aren't considering it. Actually, I think ABR might be willing to part ways with his son for Volcarona checking purposes. Yeah, now Gliscor gets his Orb applied to it. All right, so yeah, ABR is actually, I think that ABR's Ninetales play is fine. But I wonder if Dice is also trying to preserve the Ninetales. And I don't know, man. All right, that's a nice burn. I just can't say that I'm too fond of Dice letting the Tentacruel take the burn. I think that was bad. I think that really kind of contradicted his needed priorities in this game, truth be told. All right, that's a nice Tornado switch, but, like, what are we accomplishing here? Like, Shanks at 88, are we going to U-turn chip it again, or? I don't know. I imagine that we just see Protect from Ninetales. I think ABR's... Okay, go to Gliscor on a U-turn. Yeah, that's fine. Now Politoed just comes in. Politoed's going to pretty much live as long as it wants to, but that doesn't really matter much. Because it's not doing anything. Yeah, Chansey just comes back in here again. Ice Beam. A freeze would be cool, but no freeze. See, okay, that's a nice hypnosis. I don't really like ABR's team just because like sequences against sand teams just seem so awkward with this. But it's working a lot against this rain team. It's way less pressured. The lack of the turn by turn 6.25%, for example. Okay, and now the drills can come on in wisely enough. What's this drill gonna do? Just spin? Yeah, Chansey's fine to stay in. It's Scarf. And Pharaoh comes in. It's probably just gonna rock up again. Yeah, so like, what are we accomplishing here? We got 5% damage on the Chansey? Whoop-de-doo. I mean, I'm sorry, this is just not gonna end well for Dice. A tentacle double. Like, see, if this isn't burnt, then it lives so fucking long. But now it's down to 42 already. That's just, it's just bad by Dice, in my opinion. Scald, no burn on the Chansey, down to 65. I imagine we just see a Toxic here. Yep. Alright, a spin into Ninetales. Ferrothorn on the Chansey. Alright, it's nice play-by-play by Dice, but, like, it's just not leading up to an eventual victory unless it's the Volcarona is, like, Lumberry or Chesto Rest. If the Volcarona is Chesto Rest, then it probably wins. But that set is kind of a relic. I used to use that set in Black White 1 all the time. Scald there. Burn on the Chansey, that's cool. Ugh. Soft boiled there. Alright, sure. We're gonna see a double here from Dice? I assume so. Is that 2 Tornadus? Alright, cool. So we have another chance at the Confusion Fiesta. I guess. Chansey's gonna. Oh, U-turn crit for 20. All right, now it's a. Oh, okay, he could set up an even better sequence. I'd go twin here. Yeah, definitely go twin here. And you set up this Hemisex thing, but now it's taking 20% more. He knocks. Ah, god damn it, Dice. It's not easy. Don't get me wrong. All right, U-turn. Did he knock? Did he knock? Did he knock? He's just gonna go Gliscor. Who am I kidding? Or 40. Wait, if he 40s on the knock, that's nice. All right, yeah, that's nice. That's cool. Twin here on a spike. Ballsy play. I like it though. I think I just Hurricane here. It's at 68, so if you want to play the U-turn game, you can. But I think he might fodder Crest. Yeah, yep. Hurricane. So that's gonna make it 6-5, but like that's not really reflective of where we're at. Because see, now it's back at full, so we got to reset the cycle pretty much. And you know, Dice has a better chance in this than I think I give him credit for. Just looking at how it's playing out, but it's still not that great a chance. U-turn 9%. ABR just really has to make a couple plays here, and that'll really corner Dice, I feel. But he's definitely has to risk a lot to make those plays, so it's going to take a bit. The main thing is Hurricane PP. Like, it's not really likely, but this only has 7 soft players left at the same time. But, like, those hazards are stacking up, and the tentacle being burnt. Like, if that tentacle didn't fucking get burnt, that would have been so big. I think you should have just let the Piezoid get burnt. Because the Tornadus, obviously letting that get burnt would be fucking stupid, as we've noticed, because that's like the winning condition now that we know the Volk set isn't like just a rest or lump, because otherwise this game would be over already. But hell, even letting the Excadrill get burnt would have been totally fine there. Yeah, like ABR is just gonna rock again. Like, what's the point in doing that? And now we get damage in your drill. Like, yeah, you just there's no real way of making progress with this. Here we go. ABR sets the rocks again, and it's just like the rocks are gonna fuck him. Ninetales again on the drill. Okay, great. We see spin here, so is the Ninetales gonna take this opportunity to kill it? Politoed comes in here. Yeah, it would have. No burn was the plan, and that's down to 32%, so that's cool. Scald here. Burn on the Chansey, but like, what's that even mean? Like, where are we going here? Like, Dice is playing this game quite well, besides letting the Tentacle take the burn. But it's not a winning game. You go Torn here? Yeah. Alright. Now here's a predicament for ABR. If this confuses, the game's over. Oh, shit. And it's soft wilds, but it is confused. But look, there's only 5 soft boiled PP left. 9 Hurricane left. Yeah, honestly, just looking more and more at this team from ABR, I really dislike it. But I mean, okay, is this gonna hit? If this hits, that's huge because it's 1 less PP, and that's gonna miss, and that sucks. Now we get a protect. I imagine we see probably Politoed here. Barrelthorn on a chance. Yeah, that was a nice play. I like that play. That was heat. That was very nice. The thing is that now what? Now ooh. All right, this was some nice plays by Dice. I really like how Dice is playing this, and he can afford to let that Tornadus take 1 Stealth Rock turn. Okay, Hypnosis. Yup. Now what? Now do we go? See, there's nothing to go to here. That's the issue with this matchup. Hey, the drill. Okay. Do you spin? I guess he kind of forces the Chansey out. Yeah, so you spin here. No. Why would you Rock Slide of all the moves to click? That one does not make sense to me. And that note, why would you carry Rock Slide on this team? Rock Slide is only really needed for Volcarona and opposing Tornadus. And ABR is never using Tornadus. Like, let's be real. That's like the least ABR mod to ever use. In Volcarona, you check with your Tentacruel. I disagree with that a lot. And he lets it take rocks and volts. Oh, this is falling apart now. Yeah, that's no good. This was a really bad sequence for Dice. I feel like that Rock Slide let off a lot of pressure that he didn't need to let off. All right. U-turn there. This is like really hard for Dice now. All right, well, let's see what happens here. He brings in the Tentacruel, which is something, but like, is something enough? I don't think so. Shit, I'm getting tagged on Discord. Okay, spins there, and the tentacle dies. Volk comes in on the Zatu. I guess this can Hurricane through too. I'm getting a PM. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Did you just quiver up here on a toxic? I mean, if it is toxic, I mean, it could not be toxic as well. It's definitely a ruse. I don't know what the fourth move is. Jensen's going to come in here, so okay, quiver up. 1. Kind of just have to hope that this is Resto Chesto, which is not very likely in my opinion. It's like, it's a toxic, but like, again, now what? Like, you're not making any net gain in these sequences. That sequence gave him leftovers back on Pharaoh for free. That's so amazing, said Lava Spawn. And to that I say, great, but you're risking things on 2 different turns. And on top, okay, he just upped. That was amusing. That was a good play. Because now it forces a spin, which can get this burnt. Sorry, just talking in the chat. Okay, spin. Now what? He just rocked again. Alright, cool. This is intriguing. Spike, rock. Yeah, no, yeah. Now you can't do this. That was never gonna work. Now he goes this. Oh, I see what he did there. Okay, that was pretty smart. The dice is really pulling out all the stops here. I'm thoroughly impressed with some of his sequences. While I think he messed up 1 or 2 like fundamental things, some of his sequences were really phenomenal here. I think you just fought off something here. Ninetales, yeah. No, you don't go Chansey. And it misses again. God fucking damn it. Ugh. Plus, he's gonna wisp too. Why would you go Chansey? You know what? That was fine. But now it gets rocks. No. Fuck. Okay. Oh, hypnosis hit for once in a lifetime. That's great. Now you go Volk. I don't know about that. I think I would have went Pharaoh and not. You know what? No, because it would have gotten rocks then. Yeah. All right. So here goes. It stays asleep for the 3rd turn. All right. Here we go. Is it Lum at least? Toxic hits. No Lum. It's definitely not Resto Chest like you've always played before. Hurricane's only doing 27. This game's over. Yeah. No. ABR just like stealth rocking the game ends pretty much. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, I'm really disappointed that ABR decided to use this team, but it did work. So I guess jeez, this is bad black and white. My goodness. And Dice played a good game. I still disagree with the priority early in the game, but I guess the counter to saying while a tentacle get burned is what else you're gonna get left burned. And I think that the argument is that Polytoad longevity is a bit more vital, especially given what likely the Volcarona set was than Tentacle to him. And to which I say fair. I mean, to each their own. How many soft left? 3. Yeah, that should be enough. If this is rest, Smugcoast isn't gonna fucking erupt. But it's 99.9% not rest, and there's no confusions. Yeah, that seals it. ABR played well. I'd say maybe 1 or 2 turns I disagree with that were smaller. And yeah, just fought it in 9 exactly. Yeah, no rest, bug buzz. This balls here. That makes it 4-3 on Tornadus. Last ditch effort. It has enough Hurricanes to do the trick, but it's gonna need confusion. And confusion hard here. Gets the confusion. No seismic. It's gonna land that game. So it's gonna come on out. It can hypnosis. Sure. But is that going to be enough? I reckon it won't be. He just calls even, just trying to get the confusion damage. And it's going to snap out soft tier. Yeah, and that's the game. So that'll be in favor of ABR over Dice. And Dad insult injury, miss of Hypnosis on a Toxic. Yeah, and now it's pretty much just going to be a 4-0 win. Dice forfeited on turn 113, and that's that.